One day, 9-month pregnant Rupa was walking down the street when she suddenly stopped in front of an old broken-down house. From inside, she heard the faint cries of children. Her heart trembled. What should she do? She was eagerly awaiting her own child, yet so many children in the world were growing up without a mother's love.
Rupa was a homemaker from a middle-class family. She was expecting her first child, and while she was excited, she was also worried about the future. Every evening, she went for a walk in the park, listening to the cheerful laughter of children, imagining the joy of holding her own baby soon. One day, she unexpectedly stopped near an old building beside the park. It looked abandoned, as if no one had entered for years, but then, she heard the soft cries of children coming from inside. Curious, Rupa stepped inside and saw small children sitting on the floor. Some were crying, others were clinging to each other. An elderly woman, possibly their caretaker, was trying to calm them with a weary expression. Rupa's eyes filled with tears. She asked the woman, "Where are their parents?" The old woman sighed and said, "These children are abandoned by society. Some were picked up from the streets, others were left behind right after birth." Hearing this, Rupa's heart grew heavy. From that day on, Rupa started visiting the orphanage regularly. She brought food, shared stories with the children, and bought them new clothes. Slowly, she realized that all these children wanted was love and care. Her husband, Rahul, was initially surprised by her sudden change. But when he saw Rupa's genuine effort to help these children, he stood by her side. Together, they decided that even after their own child was born, they would continue to support these abandoned children. A few weeks later, Rupa gave birth to a baby. Holding her little one close, she thought, "For a child with a mother, life is easier. But what about those who have no one? Can't we do something for them?" She decided to teach her child the value of kindness and love. One day, she visited the orphanage and announced, "I promise I will not let these children's futures remain in darkness. I will help them as much as I can." Tears of joy filled the elderly woman's eyes. Rupa's small initiative slowly grew bigger. More and more people from the community joined her. Eventually, the orphanage was rebuilt into a proper shelter, providing food, education, and most importantly, love for the children. Rupa realized that a mother is not just someone who gives birth to a child, but someone who can nurture many hearts with love and care.